Hello and welcome to another episode of Daily Market Mastery with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Hello, Akashi. Nice to have you here. As always, before we jump into the markets in my portfolio, let's get the usual disclaimer out of the way. Everything that I share in this live stream / video is my personal opinion and in no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. Besides that, all the tools that I'm using, so the broker, the charting software, the strategy I'm following, and so on, are all linked in the video description down below. And the one thing, as always, that I can truly recommend is to go and check out the Elliott Wave Principle. You can read this wonderful book online for free when you use the link in the description down below, or use the same link to get yourself a physical copy. Now, with that said, I'm going to push the magic button here, and we are going to take a look at how my portfolio starts today. Let's hide that message. Got here just on time. Yes, you did. Nice to see you. How was your week, Kakashi? By the way, I started watching a new TV show, Day of the Jackal. You should check it out. It's a little bit like Hitman, so it's about an assassin. Really cool. I really enjoyed it. There's only one season out there, so yeah, check it out when you have time. And yeah, so we have a slightly break-even start to the day. I'm just going to get rid of all the notifications that I don't care about very much. So, yes, depreciation in value, our NEO contracts, blah, 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 blah. We didn't get that much for them. Yeah, so we have a slightly break-even start into the day. That's good to know. It's the last day of the month, which doesn't mean very much to us. And yeah, during the last couple of days, we caught up with labeling GameStop. One of the things we caught up with, so the labeling there, that it's up to date and accurate. For those of you that missed it, right now I see two possible options. Option A, correction finishes at the 50% retracement, and we are now getting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 further up. However, more likely, in my opinion, is that we haven't finished the full correction yet, that this might be wave A, B, C for wave B, and we still get our wave C down to bring us down to the area of 2480 up. Do I have that on the chart? No, I don't have that down on the chart. So potentially in the area here, 61.8 retracement, 78.6 retracement, yeah? TV show, how many seasons? There's only one season with 8 or 9 episodes so far, so yeah, but it's quite nice. It really is the last day of the month. January went like a train. Yeah, it usually is like this, and there's been so much happening for us, yeah? But yeah, thankfully, I think that soonish, we'll have a calm, relaxed life again where we can focus on producing videos and getting shit done instead of constantly dealing with shit. But yeah, fingers crossed that I don't jinx it. Yeah, so GameStop unchanged. As said, the next couple of days will show if we get basically a wave C push here and then a further correction down, or if the correction is finished here, which means I will not adjust my current position, which means 600 GameStop shares plus 6 covered calls at the 40 strike price that expire here for now. But next week we'll see if we can roll them out for credit, which obviously depends on the premium, if it will make sense and whatnot. But yeah, so that's about GameStop. Barnes & Noble Education Inc. we also updated. Things are unchanged. We still are not 100% sure about the latest development. I believe personally correction finished. We are going up from here, but there are also other possibilities, like this could be, no, it couldn't be because we have a 5-wave move here. So I'm actually fairly certain that there is more upside to come, although temporarily there would still be downside. As long as we stay above 831, we are good in Barnes & Noble Education Inc., in my opinion. So we'll hold our whatever 50 shares or so that we have right now for longer. And with that, we move on to Immersion, where we are still also in a waiting position. We look at a weekly chart, quite nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern here, although as a diagonal, where the subwaves, so the first one is not so nice, but here we can see with the naked eye 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we can see potentially, I think this might be a fluke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So subdivides quite nicely, which means very likely correction finished here for wave 2, and we're now in the first wave, or we finished wave 1 of wave 3, which means we're right now correcting this. So there might temporarily be more downside down to 669, but then we should actually, for months to come, get a strong upward movement. So we'll hold our existing shares, and we'll actually, once we have an available cash balance, increase our position further. Costs, we removed our labeling, and we're going to revisit what potentially might be the right labeling here. Maybe not today, because I've been talking so much today already, because we had a couple of visitors and handymans in the house and so, that I'm starting to lose my voice. So we might move that on another day. NEO, yeah, like I called the bottom wrong here a couple of times, to be honest, because corrections are really hard to label. Overall, I'm still happy with our entry. That's on average somewhere here. Yeah, right now I would say we need to break the high at 491 to have some kind of confirmation that indeed correction is over and we're going up. We can see if this is wave A, wave B, and wave C, that we're exactly in the target area. I'm not a huge fan that we broke the 78.6 retracement here, but we'll just have to wait and see. And the 100 shares that we hold, we keep holding. And considering that our profit target for that is somewhere further up, we keep selling covered calls against it for a few extra dollars, like we did here for $27 in premium. And yeah, then in the crypto field, Bitcoin, more upside in my opinion. We're going to relabel that later as well. Algorand should have now more upside. It looks like indeed we finished wave 4 and are now actually in our wave 5, where this might be wave 1, wave 2, and we should now get a strong move on first glance. That should then take us to, where do you come from? You come from here. No, not to here, but yeah, I don't have an exact target area other than should take us at least to the 80-cent mark, which would be 100% return. Ethereum, we don't care. HNT, again, potential short term a little bit further down, but then further up. Storage, similar thing. So maybe touch the 61.8 retracement, maybe go even a little bit lower, and then we go further up. Although storage, we already got out somewhere here. So not sure if I want to re-enter, and I haven't decided if I set up a storage node again. XRP, no definitive opinion, because I actually expected originally that we get more of a correction here sideways, and I was proven wrong. So, and we'll have to relabel that. And XYO, strong chance, no guarantee yet, but strong chance that we finished wave 4 here and are now getting wave 5. However, I'd rather keep our money in Bitcoin right now. Yes, less of a percentage gain possible, but also in my opinion, lower risk. Whereas here, if I'm wrong, we instantly risk 50% or more. And if I'm right, obviously there is 100% or more potential. Whereas with Bitcoin, I have maybe 10 to 20% profit, but also only 10 to 20% risk. Yeah. So maybe it would make sense to take part of the profits and throw them in XYO. But yeah, it's not going to happen today. Yeah, I think with that, I know we could go much longer. We're at the 10-minute mark. It's quite a short stream. But honestly, I feel like with that, I'm going to be done for the day. Not much I want to look into anymore. Don't forget, obviously, hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss out on future streams. We need a couple of streams to get a little bit more structure in the whole thing, to relabel a lot of things, and then to actually like adjust our portfolio. One thing, okay, switching back for a second. One thing, however, that also maybe explains my reluctance in spending a lot of time to label things right now is the fact that we have our covered calls till February 28, and we don't have any available cash until they expire. And so there's not much point in looking for opportunities when I cannot use them right now unless I close out the covered calls, which again would mean covering the difference between the premium I got and what I would have to pay right now to close them out. So I think for the next 4 weeks, yeah, like I'll promise we'll start to look deeper into a few things so that when the options expire or when we roll them for credit to actually have a positive cash balance again, we have a little bit of money to take advantage of opportunities. But for today, yeah, as I said, I've already done so much talking. It's the second live stream today. As I said, we had acquaintances over, we had handyman over, had to talk to a mechanic to pick up our car and whatnot. So I'm already done talking for today. Anyway, so last but not least, thanks for stopping by. I wish you all a very pleasant weekend, and then see you all again on Monday with another episode of Daily Market Mastery, same time. Yeah, so have a great weekend. Till then, bye-bye.